respecting Toastmasters and my friends. This is TC. No, I'm no transfer certificate collector. I'm Rathajan Chatterjee. Born and brought up in the state city of Durgapur. Did my basic education and bachelor's in mathematics in Durgapur itself. I have a younger brother who has who is a mechanical engineer and works for Eastern Coalfields Limited, Durgapur. My father is a retired government employee, and mother was a homemaker and is no more. Got only one wife so far, and one adorable daughter, 4.5-year-old daughter. Well, going back to my education, after I completed my basic education, I moved to Kerala for my postgraduate program. And from there, I moved to Bombay when I got a job there. I had a 3-year stint there, and let me tell you, it was nothing sort of a hostel life there. Be in terms of doing things on your own. Bombay, in terms of your professional life, it teaches you a lot. It makes you feel competitive. It's an ocean of everything in terms of your learning, in terms of getting to know about competition, and respecting time, which lot of people in Bangalore today, and with all due respect to fellow Bangaloreans, we have an easy excuse that traffic jam. Okay, there was too much of traffic, so I'm late. But Bombay too has a lot of traffic issues. Yet most of the people, whether he is an office boy to a chief executive officer in a company, will value your time, will respect your time. If it is 10 o'clock, it means 10 o'clock. I'll give you a small example. It was 2007, 2008. By then I had already moved to Bangalore. There was a girl, it was a recession time, right? So not too much of work happening anywhere. There was a girl who called me on my mobile with a reference saying that, sir, can I come and meet you at 2:30? Okay. I said, yeah, fine, anyway, I'm jobless too, so please do come. So I was waiting. My receptionist calls me at exactly 2:29 that, sir, we have a visitor from MTV. Okay? I said, I was quite surprised because I just finished my lunch. I was relaxing, thinking that this girl will never turn up before 3 o'clock. So I waited, and the moment she came, I went up to her and I said, are you from Bombay? Okay? Without letting her introduce herself. Okay? And she just jumped out of the chair, how do you know, sir? And then I shared the background of the whole thing, saying that here, if it is 2:30, meaning nothing sort of 3 o'clock. Right? So, the time management and respecting others' time taught me, that was my Bombay life. In 2002, I moved to Bangalore and to join one of the largest real estate development companies in India today. Since then I'm in Bangalore. I have a very interesting story to share. I take a lot of references from your smaller incidents that happen in day-to-day life. In 2004, when I bought my first car, okay, it was parked in the garage for months together. The reason being I didn't know driving, but I had already bought the car. What to do? I didn't have the courage to bring the car out because I was scared I might bang in the gate, and new car will have a dent. So I was waiting, that someday I will master the courage to drive my brand new car in this chaotic traffic. And after probably 3-4 months, I was waiting down in the morning, right outside my office building, waiting for someone. And suddenly I see a 19-20-year-old girl driving in her car, parked smartly, rolling the car key like this and went inside one of the buildings, offices. So I thought, if this little kid can do it, what is wrong in me? What is lacking in me? Why can't I do it? Right? And that's the day that I decided that come what may, from today onwards I'm going to take my car out and start driving. I reached home after office around 7:30, 8 o'clock. I banged the car, but yet I reversed the car and took it out from the parking slot and started driving, though with great difficulty. But yes, I did manage to do that. Now, I was working with this company till 2013, September, and then I decided to start something on my own. Since my bread and butter has been real estate, and I don't know anything else, so I thought this is the only thing that I could do. What else can I do other than real estate? So I decided to start on my own, and that is what I call the defining moment of my life. In 2014, mid-2013, it was during lunchtime, I met my best friend, and he said, you have the right contacts at the right places. You have the required expertise and experience. All that you need is the money or the funds. The kind of contacts you have, I don't think it will be difficult for you to get the required investments and get things going. And that triggered me, and from that moment onwards, I decided to plan. 2014, October, I started my own company. It's been 17th month. It's a young baby, I would say. I have an 11-member team in my office. My office is on MG Road. And I can tell you that I'm proud of myself for the fact that my dream is shaping up and shaping up really well. I have already launched my first project. 2 are in the design phase. And I'm sure with good wishes from friends like you, I'll do exceedingly well. And I thank all my team members in my office who have been standing by me, putting all their hard work to make it a success. Thank you.